Alright, what's up everyone? So for today's video I want to show y'all a variety called Scarlet Goji berry. But before that, I just want to do a quick little pass around in the garden just to show y'all what I have ripening. So this is Sunshine Blue, which is super ready for me to come pick some berries. So I'm going to get a bucket and I'm going to come back out later today and pick those. So that's ripe. It's ripe right now. Here you can see the grapevine is finally removed from the gate. I'm about to go behind the gate so we can get a different view of it. Here's Brightwell Blueberry. Right here I have some Tiff Blue blueberries. This one is just starting to ripen up. Tiff Blue. You can see it also has a different shape. If you saw the tip of how Tiff Blue looked, and then you can see the tip here on Sunshine Blue. They have some slight differences. Let's go get to the Scarlet now. That's Owari Satsuma. Scarlet Goji berry is producing prolifically. We'll work our way over there. Here's Ahi Pineapple from last season. It overwintered outdoors quite well because it's tucked in between those bags. It's standing tall, but it's actually planted below where those bags are. So it's planted lower than the bags, but it's taller than the bags. Another video I'm gonna have to make separate from this is these Osage Blackberries, which are absolutely beautiful. So I'm gonna have to do a video on this today, especially before these little insects beat me to them. But there's plenty of them to pick. They're just beginning to ripen up. That's a big Osage right there. I found out that this variety is Osage because Osage is said to be an erect variety. So we're gonna do some brix measurements on that. We're gonna do Sunshine Blue. Let's see what else we have. I'm waiting for Biloxi to ripen up. Primark Freedom, I believe we done that one already. I may do another video today. Have some Concord grapes ripening. We'll go take a quick look at that. I'm gonna start working on this bed next. But if we come over here toward this bed, we can see plenty of blackberries ripening also. They're smaller, so I need to see what variety this is, because this variety here seems to produce a smaller berry in general. This is my first time seeing fruit from that variety, so I don't know how it tastes, especially in comparison to Osage, which is definitely sweet. So right here we have Scarlet Goji berry, which is absolutely prolific. I mean, there's nearly 25 to 50 gojis per stem, which is a lot for this small little plant. Maybe more than that. So you can see here's one branch that's going horizontally. Plenty of little gojis hanging from there. They look larger than last season too. And also this variety, oh, these insects. This variety spreads like wildfire. I mean, I planted it right here in a container, and it sent underground shoots that are just going everywhere. So here's an underground shoot that came up, I believe this season. Could have came up last season, but I didn't see it. But it's from that original Goji, and you can see it's starting to bloom, and it's also starting to set fruit. So there's a few sets of Scarlet Goji plants around here now, which came from the original Scarlet Goji, which I got from Baker Creek. You can see some ants crawling on this one. I wonder what they're up to. If we look at the end of this branch here, I mean, that's I'm trying to keep my hand on there only a second or 2 seconds or less because I don't want the ants to crawl on me. But I want to show how many goji berries are just hanging from that. Wow, there's at least least 100 goji berries on that branch. So they're growing quite nicely. Let's do what we came out here to do, and let's get a brix test. Not that it really matters for goji, I just like to do brix tests as a so I can know when they're, you know, how healthy they may possibly be. If something has a high brix, I tell you what, that there's something healthy about that food there. So I have my Atago brix meter out. Let's grab a large goji. Let's not hold back today since we have so many. That came right off. Let's grab another one from a different branch. I'm gonna grab this one here. That one came right off, and this one, it feels actually softer, so I believe this one may be riper here. So let's go with this one, and it's a little bit redder. See how much juice is in there. Oh, it squeezed right out. All right, got that in there. 17.6. Like I said, you'll know if something is healthy just by the brix reading. 17.6, that means this goji has some sugars in it. 17, I mean this goji has some sugars in it, and it also means it has other soluble solids in it. Soluble solids, they basically dissolve in water. So this goji has a high amount of nutrients that can dissolve in water, which is good for you. You want to be able to, you want to have a lot of nutrients in your body that are, or you want to have a lot of nutrients in your diet that can be dissolved in water. Let's see what it says with just the juice on the lens. 15. So now let's see what it says when I add the skin. 15. So there you have it. The brix. This meter here is measuring the amount of soluble solids in the juice. Oops. Have to cover it from sunlight when there's bright sun out. And there you have it. So that's goji. That's Scarlet Goji. Had a high brix of 17. And like I said, the brighter red goji was the one that had the higher brix, and it was also softer, so that's a good ripening sign for goji berries. First you want to look at how red is it, because it's starting from green. Really it's starting from this beautiful purple flower, which contains anthocyanins, but it starts from this purple flower. It's self-pollinated. Turns, comes out green. Basically look like a pepper or a tomato, and they're all in the same family. So it starts turning that red color. Let's try to measure an overripe one. We can definitely see this one here is overripe. I'm not sure what happens with brix measurements when fruits turn overripe, but I assume that the brix starts to diminish because the nutrients are also starting to diminish. Whoa, 26.5. I guess you gotta use ripe gojis or close to overripe gojis. That's what I meant to say, not ripe. The inside looks good, but the skin started showing some slight wrinkling. So that may be the perfect stage to eat goji berries once that skin starts wrinkling. Here's another one where the skin is beginning to wrinkle, and this actually came right off. This one, actually the stem was broken just now. When I grabbed it, it was just hanging by the stem. It wasn't even connected. We can still try to test it. See what a possibly underripe goji will measure. Get that juice in there. .6, so I was correct about that. That one was definitely underripe. It was just the stem caught on, something must have knocked it off, the wind or something, and it was just hanging out there until something came and grabbed it. Let's try one right here. This one feels real soft, and it's also showing blemishes on the skin. And by the way, that's Italian oregano growing beneath the Scarlet Goji. Or technically, I should say growing next to the Scarlet Goji, because the Goji is in a bottomless container, just like this oregano here. So here's one that was in a similar stage to the other overripe one, while still connected to the plant. Get enough juice in there. Measure 12. So this one, I'm not sure about that one. Maybe there's a variation in the brix levels, or maybe I need to wait until that skin starts wrinkling. Or it could possibly be insect damage, because from the one that I just measured that had a 12, because I did see some insects here and there, and I wouldn't be surprised if there are pests that like these gojis because of the sugar content in it. So that's that, y'all. I have hundreds of goji berries out here. I know I have some real large ones actually right there. I guess we can go check that out, and then I'll cut the video short, because I still have some things to do in the garden, and I want to show y'all some other varieties before the rain starts coming down. So definitely the larger, close to overripe gojis will measure in the high teens or the mid 20s. You can see some. Here's a pest right there. Those little orange things, and those tend to attack my watermelon plants too, or attack the watermelon fruit sets. That little pest right there. Man, this is a loaded branch with a bunch of large gojis on it. I'm not going to do any more tests. Well, oops. I wanted to grab that bright red one. I think I do want to do a test on that one. Where did it go? Well, all of these are kind of bright red. So you want to be careful of the spikes on a goji plant too. So I have one more. We'll do one more brix test and call it a day. Let's get that lens cleaned for a fair measurement. So like I said, when you have a high brix from any type of fruit or vegetable, you definitely want to eat that, especially if it's a high brix compared to its counterparts. Now the only counterpart I know for the Scarlet Goji is the black goji, so I wouldn't try to choose either or. I would actually grow both of them. I'm still trying to get my black gojis to grow. Quite complicated getting those seeds started, but I'll keep trying. 14.2. So this one was red, but it wasn't wrinkled. So I believe in that wrinkled stage, or close on part of the berry is wrinkled. That's when it's at its best. That's what I believe, judging from today's readings. So that Scarlet Goji, I acquired this from Baker Creek, but obviously I have plants to spare, so I may start trying to root some. If you're interested in some, let me know. See y'all in the next one. Super prolific, all from one plant. It's a superfood, and it's well known in China as a superfood, which is where it originated.